Hello dear students, in this video tutorial I am going to tell you about structured query language, what it is used for. So SQL is also pronounced as SQL based on its original name. It is used to define data structure and manipulate it. Now to do so we have so many different type of commands. Here especially in class 10 we are going to see only two types. As you can see here, there are so many different kind of SQL commands: data definition manipulation, transactional, data control, data query, aggregate function filtering, combining. So basically here we are going to see DDL, DML and certain filtering data functions, that is in combination with the original one. So first is what? Data definition language. In this DDL type of command you are going to get such type of commands. Like here you can create a table using this command create. We are going to see one by one. Alter, here you are going to alter the table that you have already created. Means table is there, you can modify the structure of the table. How? We are going to see that. Then this another command called drop, using which you can delete an existing table. Truncate, using this command truncate you can remove or delete the internal records of the table. Rename, as the name says, you can rename the table. So these are what these DDL commands are used to define the table, that is to create the table and do the changes from outside the table. Okay, so these are the commands called, these commands are called DDL or data definition. Here the keyword is definition. We define it, we create, we alter, we rename, we delete, we do all the things with the data. So using this DDL we can create a table and alter it, but we are not getting inside the table using DDL commands. For that we have to go to DML command. Okay, DML stands from data manipulation language. Here the keyword here is definition, here it is manipulation. Manipulation is to alter, to change something. Okay, let us go and see what is there in the next page. So these are the data manipulation language commands which we are going to practice. Obviously there are certain others as well. As you can see, the filtering one, where, and, or, between, like, is, null, not null, those we are going to combine with this. So these commands allow users to manipulate or do changes inside the database, and at the same time we can insert data also. Like, so select command is used to see what is inside the table. Create, this command, this create is used to make a table. Okay, using create, that is DDL we are defining here. So we just created a table using DDL command, and now what is inside the table? To see that, we are going to use the select command. Now you want to fill in data inside the table, you have to use that insert command. You want to do some changes inside, you have to use the update command. And finally, to delete any row from the column inside the table, you have to use delete. So one by one let us go and practice. So the first one is create, and children, whatever is here we are going to follow that. So this is right away from your book, and the most important thing is syntax. You see, especially in this create table, what is the syntax? Create space table space, and you have to give a table name. Okay, and the bracket opens. Now there is a question. You see, some of the students asked me in the class whether we can write it straight in one line or we have to give spaces. So I checked it. Even if you write it straight in one line, it hardly makes a difference, but it is safer to write in this way, so that when you are going to make a very long table and insert long data, you're not going to confuse. So usually it is written in that way, but when you become expert, you can write in horizontal or line method also. So this is an example where a table called client has been created. So I'm going to open the LibreOffice for you, and this is the base. Create a new database we're going to do. Now it asks whether we want to register the database. No, we are not going to, because if you register, it is going to be uploaded in their website, which we do not want. We want to do whatever needs to be done locally. So, and then let me give a new name. So just I gave a name hi. Okay, children, the database is ready. Now we have to create a table. Now see, to create table we have different options. So this is here. So directly we can come using this table option, we can create a table. But now, because we are going to run what we are going to learn the SQL commands, the SQL command. So using command we are going to create a table, SQL command. How to do that? Please see. For that you have to come to, so this is query. Okay, so for that you have to come to tools and SQL. Remember that, children. So you can use SQL either from here, this create query in SQL view, or you can come here, SQL. Okay, so always remember, whenever you're creating something, you have to use tools and SQL command. Only when you are seeing what is inside, okay, then you have to use this view. So mostly we're going to use tools and SQL command, and there we are. So now here you see the book. In a book, what table is created? The name of the table is client. Okay, and these are the fields created. One is client ID, first name, last name, mobile number. Client ID is what type? It is integer. First name is what? It is a character to voucher. The limit of first name is 20 letters, 20 characters. Last name 20 characters, and mobile name. So here mobile name is given as virtual, because here we do not want to do any kind of arithmetic calculation. Got it, children? So let us do create. Okay, sorry, let us use the caps lock on create table, and the name is client. Okay, now let us start writing the command. So first of all, what we should write? Okay, we have to write the column headers one by one. Okay, inside this table client. So first we want client ID. So client ID. Okay, first is client ID. Then next, what do you need? Okay, sorry. So what type of data is this? Client ID obviously is integer, comma. So this is first is client ID is integer. Next we have to do first name. So this is first name, and first name is what? Varchar. Okay, Varchar. We have to here define the type and how many characters we need. We need 20 characters for this. So it is done. Then again last name. So children, what we are doing here? We are writing the name of our columns. So it is again Varchar. So how many are there? 20. So we created client ID, which is integer. We need not define how many numbers are there. The first name, what is it? Voucher. With that bracket we gave 20 characters. Last name 20 characters. And what else was there? The mobile number. Mobile and number. Got it, children? So mobile number, we took it as a character because we do not want to do any kind of operation here. Now children, you see here, this is the opening bracket. Okay, towards the end when we reach, we have to give the closing bracket, and just to end it we have to give a semicolon. Got it, children? Now what we do, we execute. When I hit on this execute command, here you can see the status, command successfully executed. That means the table is created. Okay, now let me keep a copy of it. Now let us go and see the book. What is there? Now here if you see all these things that I typed and our table is created. Now how to see the things? Okay, this is the command that I have given just now. And now to know whether the table is really created or not, you have to go and check it from where. Here it is given. So let me show you. So come to table, it's a fresh one, so no table is here. So come to view, refresh table, see it is created. Now when I double click, I can see client ID, first name, last name and mobile number. Got it, children? So the first part is done. Okay, so this is it. Now moving ahead, create command with primary key. Now children, if you have noticed there, we have not used any primary key. So you see we do not have any primary key. Now if we want a primary key here, then we have to use another command. What is it? The same thing we have to do, but one new one we have to add here. Okay, what is that? Create table client, opening bracket starts, client ID integer. Fine, that is integer. After that we have to give that it is not null. Not null means it is not zero. It cannot be zero. Why? Because later on you see we are going to make it what? We are going to make it the primary key. So let us do it. Okay, so the same technique, go to tools, SQL. So I have already copied that, as you can see. So client ID integer, and here what was that? Not null. Okay, so we are defining it client ID. It is going to create, and which is not null means it is not going to be zero. And after that all the things we have to mention, like first name is virtual, last name is virtual, mobile number is virtual. And after you do everything, one more thing you have to do, this one, children. What? Primary key. And what is primary key? Is the client ID. This you have to mention it, children. So towards the end we have to write that command. So primary key, space primary key, and what is primary key? Client ID we're going to make. So bracket open, client ID, bracket closes. So here create table client ID who integer, it is integer and which is not null. Okay, children. First name is virtual, last name is virtual, mobile number is also virtual. These are limits 20, 20 and 10 characters. And finally primary key, which is already defined as not null. Now we are going to make it what? We are going to attribute it primary key. So let us click execute. But see, because the table client is already there, when we click, what it says, client table already exists. So let us do one thing, let us rename it as client1. Okay, execute, and the command is executed. So okay, children, so let just I'm copying and keeping it with me for future reference, and refresh table. So now see, when I went to client table, see I cannot enter any data here. Okay, there's no place to click. Now because we made it not null, yes, now we can add data. Okay, children, so this is what you have seen. But anyway, we are not going to keep anything. Do you want to save? No. Okay, so we have learned how to create a table with primary key that made it a fillable table. Okay, so this is definition. Okay, this is DDL command. Now there are so many other commands which we can do along with this. You can see we can write primary key, we can write foreign key, we can write unique, not null, default and check not null we have used. Okay, children, moving ahead, now we are going to learn another thing from your book, and that is insert. As you can see, This is create we have learned. Now we are going to learn insert. So we create a table. Now let us insert some data. So it is DML, data manipulation. Here we are going to manipulate or insert data using this DML command. So first method is little bit lengthy, whereby what we have to do, we have to mention all the field names. Field name means the column name. So insert into client, ours is going to be client 1. Insert into client what? Client ID, first name, last name and mobile number. So these are the field names, children. Field names ka matlab column names. And what are the values? Values 101 Meera Agarwal. And now here you can see double inverted comma. Why double inverted comma? They are trying to play safe. These are the names of the columns, so double inverted comma. And when you are entering numericals, see values, whenever you are entering numerical, you are not using any comma, neither single nor double. But with text you have to use. So let us try to do this, children. Okay, so now what we are going to do, we are going to insert, and we're going to find out. So let us use the same one. Okay, insert into where the name of the table is client 1. Okay, now do you remember the first method? As I said, in the first method you have to write everything. Okay, client ID, first name, last name, mobile number, everything. So this is the first method. So let us do it. So client ID. Okay, just to play safe, I'm putting here double inverted comma, client ID. What is the second one? First name, double inverted comma, close. What is next one? Last, sorry, double inverted comma, last name, inverted comma, close. And what is the next one? Mobile number, mobile number. Okay, double inverted comma, close. So these are the field name, client name, first name, last name and mobile number. So field name done. Now we have to write the values. Okay, what are the values? So first let us make it client ID 101. What is there in your book? Accordingly let us try to fill so that you see what we do comes Meera Agarwal and the phone number. Okay, randomly we can give. So Meera, M-E-E-R-A, Meera, double inverted comma, close bracket, then Agarwal, got it, and double inverted comma, close, comma, and there is a phone number. So 60005959776. This is a random number that I gave. Now the bracket closed. Okay, so now you see we have opened the brackets, we have closed the brackets separately, and now we have to close it and do execute. See, command successfully executed, meaning is that whatever we have given inside is loaded. So let us find out, children, where we did client 1. Okay, so this is the syntax. Client 1, here you see client ID 101, first name Meera, last name Agarwal, the phone number. Okay, so in your book it is mentioned there is another method. And what is the second method? You need not mention the name of the columns, it will automatically understand, but you have to be very careful, like you have to maintain the order. That means the number, first name, last name and the phone number. So let us try playing with this. Okay, so insert into table name, values and all these things. So let us try doing that as well. Tools, SQL. So already I have copied that, if you remember. So let us remove it here. The command is already there. So insert into client 1, values. Now the second column we're going to fill it Meera. So make it Geeta. Okay, just a random one, Jen. And here a random one, 94. Now when we run this, execute this, let us see whether it gets in there or not. See, command executed successfully. So this is another way, insert into. Okay, so let me close it, go to client, and there you see. So Mira is there, Gita is there. Got it, children? So this is the next one that you have learned with me. Okay, now let us go further in your book. So this is what we can use. Okay, now select command. Now what is select command? You see here. If you see, there are so many different type of commands. Okay, so select command is one kind of DML command. Okay, oh sorry, let me show you. Where is it? Baba, not coming out. Just DML command. Okay, so select, we are going to now see insert into, we have done, children. Now what is select? Select is this. Here you see, here when you want to see the content inside table, you are doing double click, but that one you can do through query also. How to do that? For that you have to come to query. Now see, when you want to see inside, you have to come to this query and go to create query in SQL view. Remember, children, now we are not going to use this tools SQL. When we are entering some data inside, we are using tools in SQL, but when we are viewing what is inside, we are going to use queries and create query in SQL view if we are using SQL command. So open it and we are in here. Okay, children, now what we are going to see, select. So we want to see whatever is inside. If you remember, there is a wildcard character star asterisk. So when you give asterisk, it will show whatever is inside the table. So select asterisk and name of the table. What is the name of the table? Client. Okay, so sorry, we have to write from as well. So show from, show star means everything from client. Okay, and here let us do it. And when you clicked here, this one, run query, you can either click here or 5, you are going to see here. The beauty of this particular view is that this is what LibreOffice base query design view. Okay, children, here down below you can see what command you have typed, and up here you can see what is inside the table. So here now we are seeing the content inside of our client. Now another table, if you remember, client 1. Okay, let us try to see, and you can see whatever is inside the client 1 table. Okay, so that is there in your book. Okay, let me show you. See, select star means everything from table name. So we did, and we can see all these things here. And another thing, as I told you, here see the note, this select query works only from query design view, meaning is that it works only here. Okay, it works only query and here. If you go to tools, it won't work. Okay, now you do not want to see everything, all columns. Now you want to select, you want to see it's from a particular column, like all the column data you do not want to see. You want to see whatever is inside a particular column, and to do that, now you have to give the name of the column. Okay, so let us try that, children. Okay, so select, instead of giving this, okay, now here you have to mention it. Now select space, we have to give what? First name. Okay, so we want to see first name, so it has shown only what is inside first name column. Got it, children? Now along with first name, you want to see from the second or the third column, accordingly you can give. Okay, what is the second column? It is first name and last name is not it. Last name and where is it? Here is it. So now first name and last name contents you can see. So that is how you see. First what you did, select star from client 1. So it has shown you everything inside. When you have mentioned yet first name and last name, it has shown only the content of first name and last name. Okay, again let me make it star and run it. So these are the contents which are there inside. Now let us try one another command. Okay, so now see, if you see here children, okay, we can use where and order by also with this select means to see अंदर देखने के लिए हम इसको यूज करते हैं. Now we can use where clause also. Okay, so how to use where? So let us come here. So see, select everything from table where, and then you have to keep the condition. Okay, so how to do that, I am showing you here. It is quite simple. Okay, now here is it. So select everything from client 1 where okay, first name is what? Mira. Now what it will show, any guess children? Oh, sorry, it should be single inverted comma. For the name it is double inverted comma, and for the data it is single inverted comma. And let us run it children. Now see, only the data of Mira is shown. Okay, because now we have given this condition where. Without this where condition children, okay, we got everything. Okay, if you see, we got everything here. But when we have given this where condition, okay, this where first name equal to Mira, it is going to show only where. That means the first name is equal to Mira, and whatever is there inside it is showing. So there we are. So this is just one another example of retrieving data. Now one more thing, this is here you can see certain examples. Okay, now there is order by. There is another option called order by, which we are going to try. So as you can see, select everything from customers order by first name. So when you give order by first name, it is going to arrange everything according to the first name. So it is already there. So okay, just hold on. Order by first name. Okay, so order by and first name, and now it is going to show by first name everything. Okay, so by first name, see, G letter comes first, after that comes A B C D E F G H I J K L M. Okay, so it can arrange. If you give by client ID, it is going to arrange it by client ID. See, 1 2. Okay children, enough is there. So you can practice watching my video, all these commands, and there are plenty. I believe you'll be able to do it. Update, like now see, there is another command, update command. Okay, so here what you have to do, when you use update command, you can change. Okay, you can change whatever is inside already. Like if you want to change the name from Mira to Geeta, then you can use this update command. So let us try this as well. Okay, like we have done so many, so I'm not saving it. Let us try it again. For this, you see, you cannot use this queries in SQL. Okay, view. For that you have to go to tools. Okay, so now what command we are going to use? we are going to use update command. What we are going to update? Client 1. This is the name of the table. Inside, what we are going to do some changes. Set what Mira. Okay, so Mira we are going to change. Okay, sorry, we're going to change first name. Okay, first name, we are going to change first name. Okay, and equal to Gina we are going to do first name as Gina. Okay, as I said, data should be in single inverted comma. Now let us write where client ID. Okay, client ID. So if you remember, the client ID of Mira is where that I do not remember. Okay, anyway, do you remember, children? I forgot it. Okay, anyway, let me try it. Anyway, it is going to give me an error message if I make a mistake. 101, and there you are. So sorry, and here it is. It was 101. Okay, exhibited means it is correct. So let us try to find out. Going to table client 1 and Gina. Mira becomes Gina. So children, this is update command. Using update command, children, you can do these changes. So Mira has turned into Gina. What else, children? Update is done. Okay, delete. Now delete is quite simple. You have to give delete from table name and where. You have to give the condition. So okay, so this is it. For example, I want to delete row number 2. So if you remember, primary key was there. So 102 client ID, we want to delete it. Okay, SQL delete. Okay, what we want to delete from the name of the table is client 1 where, okay, client ID, this is the name of the field, that is column name, double inverted comma close, equal to what is for 102. Okay, so this row number 2 we want to delete. Execute, command executed successfully. Okay, and close it, and let us open and check. Gone, children. Boom. So this is how you can do this. So I believe I'm showing everything to you. Now there is another one, alter. I'm not going to show you. This is quite simple. Whatever you want to change, you can change it. Okay, so you just practice it. Drop means to delete a table. So you just write drop, and with that we'll come to this end of this small tutorial. So drop space client. Okay, so we are going to drop the table. Drop table. Sorry, I have not written table. This video is a really long one, and commands. Now here you can see, for that you remember I have to refresh it. Okay, so view, refresh tables, and see it's gone. So that is how, children, we have come to the end of this chapter, and this is the end. Alter table means to edit it. Now these are the things that is for practice. Okay, children, try to practice all these things. Now let me tell you, this LibreOffice base is all about creating table. We have seen, okay, we have seen through query DDL commands we can create table, we can delete table, we can rename table, and using DML command we can enter data inside the table, and using select command we can see whatever is inside. Okay, for that you have to come and click here that I have shown. Okay, children, so with that I believe the concept is a bit clear with all of you. Anything is there? Tomorrow you are going to learn with your computer teacher. Signing off, children. Thank you.